Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're exploring something really fundamental.
Yeah, the power of positive thinking. But how it actually shapes our day to day.
Exactly. We've got some fascinating personal stories here. People sharing how shifting their mindset led to, well, real changes, tangible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission really is to unpack that. How do those internal shifts, show up on the outside?
And what's interesting is how these stories, even though they're personal, they all kind of point to the same thing, consciously choosing to work with your thoughts.
Right. It's not just theory. We're looking at practical examples, gratitude, affirmations.
Finding joy in boring tasks even.
Yeah, and the people you surround yourself with. Okay, let's kick off with gratitude. One person talked about feeling just completely overwhelmed. We've all been there, right?
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of just being swamped.
But they decided, like consciously, to focus on what was good, what they did have.
And that's the key, isn't it? That active step, not just getting carried away by the negative feeling.
Totally. And the list was, simple things, their health, family being supportive, good
I
friends.
think coffee was on there too.
Coffee was definitely on there.
Yeah.
And the results, they felt more motivated, had more energy, felt kind of more open to things.
Yeah.
Makes you think, doesn't it? How many times could a day have turned around just by shifting focus like that?
Well, our attention really does act like a filter, What we focus on shapes our reality. So consciously choosing the positive, it can interrupt those negative loops.
Definitely. Okay, next up. Affirmations. Now, this person admitted they were skeptical at first.
Which makes sense. I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, talking positively to yourself can feel a bit weird, unnatural maybe.
Well, it often challenges those really deep-seated negative beliefs we might have. It takes a bit of vulnerability to say things that go against your usual self-talk.
True, but the affirmations they used were quite powerful. Things like, I am capable of achieving my goals.
Hmm.
I am deserving of love and wealth. And every setback is a setup for a comeback.
That's a good one.
And over time, they noticed a change. Not just in mood, but like in what they did. Goals started feeling more achievable.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder what goals in your own life might feel a bit closer if you consistently practice that kind of positive self-talk.
And if you think about it, affirmations are sort of a way to rewire your thinking, aren't they? Like cognitive restructuring. Doing it consistently can reshape those underlying beliefs about what you can do.
Okay, this next one I found really relatable. Finding joy in the mundane.
Yes.
The example was dreading washing dishes.
Right.
I mean, who loves washing dishes?
Right. It's just a chore.
But they deliberately changed their approach. In this case, they put on music while doing it,
Simple but effective.
and it completely changed the experience. The chore became, well, almost a moment of joy.
It's a perfect illustration of reframing, isn't it? The task itself didn't change. Washing dishes is still washing dishes.
Yeah.
But the internal feeling, the experience of it was transformed just by shifting that perspective.
It really makes you think,
Yeah.
what's a routine task in your life that you can maybe reframe, find a little bit more enjoyment in?
Listening to something interesting on your commute, maybe, or really savoring that cup of tea while you tidy up.
Yeah. How often do we just autopilot through those things with a sense of, ugh, got to get this done?
And what do we miss out on by doing that? There could be little pockets of pleasure right there.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the people around us. Social connections.
Right, the influence of your circle.
This person realized how much negative people were dragging down their mindset. So they
Yeah.
made a conscious effort to, step back from that and seek out more positive interactions.
That can be a tough step to take sometimes.
For sure. But the outcome for them, feeling more uplifted, encouraged, inspired.
Our social environment is like a mirror, isn't it? It reflects back our own emotional state, and it can amplify it too. So choosing positive influences helps create a more supportive ecosystem for yourself.
It prompts that question, doesn't it? How does your current circle affect your outlook? Are there people or interactions that kind of drain you?
Yeah. Or are there others that leave you feeling energized? It really links to that whole idea of social support being crucial for mental well-being. Positive connections act as a buffer against stress, foster optimism.
So tying it all together, gratitude, affirmations, reframing the mundane, choosing positive company. These aren't just like quick fixes.
No, not at all.
These experiences show that making these deliberate shifts toward positive thinking can genuinely change how we experience life,
Yeah.
how we interact with the world.
And it's not about being perfect, right? our minds might default back to negative patterns sometimes.
Of course. It's about
Yeah.
the effort, the consistency, progress, not perfection.
What really stands out to me is the sense of personal agency in all this. These stories show we have this capacity to shape our inner world.
And by doing that.
We influence our outer reality through these small, consistent choices.
Exactly. So for everyone listening, here's something to maybe take away and think about. Consider just one small negative thought pattern you notice in yourself.
Just one.
Yeah. And could you try consciously, just for today, to gently nudge that thought in a more positive direction? See what happens.
Just observe. No pressure.
Right. Just observe any shifts, however small. You might actually be surprised at the impact it could have.